Okay, we're back. This feeling is definitely Rise-chan's persona. Rise-chan's persona is a bit different from ours in that it has special abilities that allow it to sense faraway presences and deliver people's voices to others. I tell Vice President what's happening, and she seems amazed that my friend has contacted me. Then I quickly turn my concentration back to the conversation with Rise-chan.
Yukiko-senpai! Thank goodness! Sorry, I was so relieved that I started tearing up. Are you alright, Yukiko-senpai?
Mm-hmm. I'm fine. What about you? Are you okay? You were doing these weird broadcasts until a moment ago, but you're back to normal now, right?
That wasn't me! A fake Teddy was saying those things in my voice. Ever since I got kidnapped, he was watching me. I didn't get any chances to use my persona. Yukiko-senpai, where are you right? Wait a sec. Are you with someone right now?
She sounds jealous. I see. Rise-chan doesn't know about Miss President. I'll quickly tell her about Miss President and what has happened.
Weird. Something's not right about her. I can't put my finger on it, but she's not normal.
Not normal? Well, I start thinking about what she could possibly mean by that. Rise continues on.
So based on how things went last year, you think that girl's the victim and the fake Teddy's her shadow?
I don't know yet, but it's possible. Rise-chan, you say you were with the fake one all this time. Are you okay?
Oh, sure, don't worry about me. The fake's gone off somewhere. That's why I was trying to contact someone.
Thank goodness, Rise-chan's safe then. It must have been so scary being held captive by the fake Teddy. The fake Teddy was using both Teddy's form and Rise-chan's voice? What reason would he have to do that? Oh, that reminds me. I should tell Rise-chan that her manager was worried about her.
This might not be worth mentioning now, but your manager called me in.
Huh? Inoue-san contacted you? Yikes. Sorry about that.
Oh, no, don't be. I just thought you should know.
Oh, man, how am I gonna explain this? I seriously have no excuse. I'll just have to lie and say I ran away from home for a few days. I'm gonna get in such trouble for this. But one thing at a time. We have to deal with this situation first.
Don't worry, the others are here too. We'll rescue you in no time.
Yeah, I'm sensing them now. Cool, I'll be waiting, so hurry and come get me. Oh, but be careful.
Rise-chan answers energetically, but I know there's no way that she can be alright after being captured and by the mastermind behind this case. I bet she's scared and worried. I have to hurry and rescue her. Rise-chan ended the communication after telling me that she was going to try and contact everyone else. I told her where Yosuke and Chie and Teddy were, so hopefully she'll be able to contact them. But my objective is now clear. I have to go to the announcement room and rescue Rise-chan and do something about that fake Teddy. Now that the goal is in sight, I can more thoroughly focus on reaching it.
Well, that didn't look weird or nothing. Were you talking to your friend inside your head?
Oh, yes. Sorry. I bet it's hard to believe, but...
Nah, I could tell from watching you. You didn't look like you were faking it. You must really get along with him.
Huh?
I could see on your face that you didn't doubt him at all. And I'm sure they trust you right back, huh?
After thinking a moment, I can't help but smile.
They sure do. We've been through a lot together, you see.
I feel like Miss President's acting a little off. Because I've been having a conversation without paying any attention to her, I thought she might be feeling like she was out of the loop. It seems like something else is on her mind. It's like she feels apologetic? It's as if she's bearing something that she can't say to anyone else. Am I overthinking things?
We're behind you, too. I'm sure you'll get through this just fine.
I reassure her that and try and cheer her up, but Miss President only nods ambiguously and doesn't smile back. I want to help her, but what should I do? We walked around the school some more and finally found the announcement room. Yeah, I missed a fight. Whatever is the cause of this case is inside here. That realization makes me tense up. I motioned towards Miss President after she nods, and quickly opened the door at once.
Yukiko-senpai, you came!
Huh? Only Rise-chan is inside the room. I thought the fake Teddy would be here like, "Mwahaha, you finally made it this far. Now let me tell you my master plan," or something like that. That's when the fake Teddy appears on all the monitors in the announcement room.
Welcome, Yuki-chan. Listen carefully. You must know already, but this is the stage for the final battle. You brought your own strange audience with you, but I'll overlook that for now.
Hey, I'm not strange.
You love attention so much that I'm sure you'll do better with an audience.
The fake Teddy glances at Miss President for a moment, but seems uninterested and says nothing more about her. The fake Teddy's this girl's shadow, then I thought he would definitely start
There's
taunting
no
her.
point in pretending to be Teddy anymore. I'm not fooled. Who are you? Why are you doing this? How much longer will this awful game continue?
Oh my! How rude of you to call it awful when you're the ones who wished for it!
We wished for this? What do you mean?
As I've said from the start, real men let their fists do the talking! Bring out the next challenger!
Just like before, smoke pours out. I still can't tell whose silhouette it is. I see through the white smoke, but I have a good idea who it is. The fake Teddy said a moment ago that this is the final battle. Since I fought Yosuke-kun, Chie, and Teddy, there's only one person left.
I had a feeling it would be you.
That makes things easier then. Let's get started.
Then who did
Yukiko.
Chie fight in order to find out about the rules? That's right, it's Yukun.
If it's at all possible, I don't want to fight. Can we not do this?
What a question. You've been fighting against your friends this whole time, haven't you?
That's true, but...
I don't want to fight, huh? You always just wait for things to happen. You can't do anything until someone makes the choice for you. You haven't changed at all. Just like last year. You're still waiting for someone to come and rescue you.
I haven't changed at all?
Yuku's words make my heart ache. And what comes back to my mind are the words that my shadow said to me when I first dropped into this world. Those words mingle with Yukun's and reopen my past wounds. The me that wanted to go somewhere but was too weak-willed to do anything on my own, and thus yearned after a prince to take me away. The me that didn't have enough courage to even consider breaking the cage surrounding me and just become more fretful. I thought that I had faced down those fears, that I had changed. I did my best to improve my cooking, a skill I was bad at, as part of that process. That's why I made this boxed lunch. But after hearing Yukun say those things, the feelings that I was cultivating are mowed down, and my confidence is staggered. Have I not changed at all?
That's not true. I'm trying to the best of my abilities.
Enough with the weasel words. I'm sick of your excuses.
I have no intention of listening to anything you have to say. Yukun draws his sword as if to emphasize this feeling. Because the fake Teddy's rules are still in effect, and if I want to save anyone, then I must fight. I have to steel myself. If I don't fight and win, I won't be able to protect Miss President and the others.
Listen, both of you, something ain't right. Yukiko-san, are you really gonna fight him?
I'm sorry. I know you want to stop this. But this is my only choice right now. Please, stand back, Miss President.
Upon hearing my words, Risei-chan leads Miss President to a safe distance away from the upcoming fight. It'll be alright. I've been able to pull through this so far. I just need to concentrate on the battle before me. Otherwise, I won't be able to win against Yukun.
Finally!
The legendary Inaba! Truly a vicious assault! Excuse me! Dangerous! Focus! One side has a cannon round. Excuse me! This is not a decisive one. Oh, an awakening! Will this turn the table? The opponent's still standing! Has the battle been decided? I knew it!
Oh, god dang.
In the end, the victor was no...
Oh, shut up. In the end, the victor was no surprise. Well, actually... that does let me real quick... Well, no, I won't go back yet.
Welcome to the Velvet Room. This place
I wish you good luck.
Okay, you.
The legendary ladies' man Senpai! Focus, focus. Will it all be over in moments? The opponent is still standing! Down! You're cornered now!
Goodbye, you jerk.
And that's the end of that.
Bleh. Yes, place a bloody bookmark. Can't believe how long that took. That is the depressing. I really just beat up Yukiko. Yes, you did, and thank goodness. He finally came to visit us after all this time, and we ended up fighting? How did this happen? The same with Yosuke and Chie and Teddy, too. This reminds me. Everyone said the same things to me before I fought with them. Maybe I really haven't changed at all.
You're pretty strong, Yukiko.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you hurt anywhere? I ended up fighting you anyway.
I try and excuse myself to Yukun, who's gotten back to his feet. Yukun looks puzzled.
Huh? I knew something wasn't right. You've done a complete 180 from how you were a moment ago.
I was just thinking the same thing about you.
If you doofs don't mind me butting in, something wasn't right with either of you. It was like neither of you could hear what you were saying. The way you answered each other didn't make no sense.
We didn't hear what each other were saying? Huh. It's just like this after each of my fights. After we finished fighting, it seemed like our conversations before the fight weren't matching up at all. I didn't have time to check but I was also scared to confirm this, but what if we weren't hearing each other say what we actually were saying?
I see. Was that the fake Teddy at work, too?
You think he's doing it on purpose to make friends fight each other?
That's crazy. Why? How could anyone do something so horrible as making someone fight their friends?
This president is disgusted by the situation. It almost seems as if she was the one who was forced to fight against all of her friends. She must be a very kind person. I feel as if she was becoming angry for me. I tell her not to let the situation bother her and calm her down. And then I introduce her formally to Yusei-chan and Yukun. I explain how I met her in this world, and she can't remember anything. Now, she may be the victim at the heart of this case. Upon hearing my theory, Yukun nods and falls deep into thought.
I see. That's strange, though. The Shadow's main objective is to take the place of the real person. If he really is her Shadow, that fake Teddy hasn't seemed interested in her at all.
Yeah, you're right. He completely ignored Miss President a moment ago, too.
You still haven't figured it out? I made sure to spell it out for you from the start, too.
A voice suddenly echoes through the room. I feel as if I've heard it somewhere before, but it's a voice I really don't want to remember.
Where are you?
You haven't found what you cherish, have you? What you truly desire.
Oh, I do have to fight this. Okay. The voice's owner slowly reveals herself. That figure was the one thing I didn't want to see. I faced her once in the past, but now I have to face her again? I'm scared.
Yukiko-senpai's shadow? This can't be.
That's right. The one that appeared before everyone was myself. My own face, mocking me.
Peaceful, no one will help me. I'm suffering now, yet no one notices. I'm beside myself because I can't tell if I'm making any real progress. Isn't that right, me?
I can't believe this. Why? I mean, I've already defeated my own shadow and obtained a persona. There's no way she could be before me again.
If I stir up more trouble, everyone will worry. I'm sure. No, I know for a fact that my real prince will come save me this time.
My shadow's smile widens as she stares at me. I couldn't face that gaze, and my eyes wandered across the ground. My box lunch slowly came into my field of view. My shadow seems to have realized what I was glancing at, and she intensifies her verbal assault.
I mean, take that boxed lunch. I said that I made it for everyone, but I'm not at all confident about it. I could have given it to them, but I didn't. I was so scared inside that I couldn't. Yet I can't throw it away either. That boxed lunch is just like me. I did my best, but I don't know whether or not it came out good. Just like poor, pitiful me.
That's not true! Come, Konohana Sakuya!
Huh?
I can't summon my persona? Nothing happens. It's as if I've never had the power to begin with. No, why?
No,
how could this be?
This isn't happening!
I look so pitiful. Did you think that just because you gained your persona that your shadow would never appear again? Did you think you'd never meet me again after you accepted yourself? Sorry, but no one ever really lets go of their weaknesses. I'll always be with you.
Has my persona really turned back into a shadow? Was all the progress I thought I had made only in my mind? Have I really not changed at all? The words cast at me earlier cut fresh wounds in my heart.
You tried to act all high and mighty by saying you were determined, but you were just trying not to rock the boat. It's too much trouble thinking on your own, so you closed your eyes to everything. Isn't that right, Miss Goody Two-Shoes?
Have you ever thought about the problem you cause for others? You may not realize, but you completely rely on us. That box lunch you brought today is a perfect example. Nobody ever said they wanted you to make them one.
You always just wait for things to happen. You can't do anything until someone makes the choice for you. You haven't changed at all. Just like last time. You're still waiting for someone to come and rescue you.
The me that gave up thinking for myself. The me that ignores the feelings of others and is only thinking about myself. The me that can't do anything on my own. The me that pretended to have grown, but reality hasn't changed at all. My weakness caused this case, and dragged everyone into it? The shadow continues the verbal barrage, and I stand
I've
trembling.
always been by your side. You were just tuning me out for a while. Isn't that true? Poor, pitiful me.
Please, stop. I catch myself covering my face with my hands. I don't want to see or hear anymore. I'm scared Yukiko and the others are getting full view of my pitiful self. I'm scared. I'm so scared. I can't even stand.
Stop!
Have I not changed at all since back then? Did I actually know that deep down I was just trying to ignore it? Please, no more. I just want to let go. I want to let go of everything.
Yukiko-san!
Yukiko! Don't let it fool you!
He's right, Yukiko-senpai. Look up at us!
What am I doing? Why was I so frightened? Yukun, Rise-chan, Miss President. I can hear all of their reassuring voices, too. I'm not alone. No matter how pitiful I am or how painful things are, I have great friends who aren't embarrassed of me. They'll accept me as who I am and will fight alongside me. Reassuring voices pulled me out of the darkness. I slowly opened my eyes. Before me, I see Yukun's back. He has stepped between the shadow and I as if trying to protect me. Rise-chan is holding my body up.
You overcame your weakness back then, didn't you? We all know you did. We were there.
Yeah, you're not running away from anything. Not last time, and not this time either. You came to rescue me just like you said. This is the second time you've done that. You're not weak at all.
You're both right.
Yukun,
I can face myself.
Let me do this.
Yukun and I exchange glances. When he sees me now with determination, his expression softens and he stands aside. He believes in me. His trust makes me so happy right now. Thank you,
Look
Yukun.
after Miss President and Rise-chan.
Of course.
I get back to my feet and stand firmly. I fix my gaze upon my smirking shadow in front of me. If it was my weakness that caused this, then I'll bring an end to this case myself.
Let go of their weaknesses. You're probably right about that. That's why I must continue fighting against mine. And I can do it because I know I'm not alone.
Yes, now I can make a step towards that goal.
Yukiko-san, can you really beat her?
Miss President's voice. Yeah, I'm surprised too. If not for everyone, I'd never have realized I possessed such inner strength. I take a deep breath. I won't look away again.
You say you're my weakness? Then no matter how many times you come back, I will continue to stand up against you. Now, come.
This time I feel strength flowing through me and my persona Konohana Sakaru appears. The shadow contorts her face in pure hatred at seeing me standing up against her.
Why? Why aren't you despairing? I was so close, too.
Final. Fight!
Hey, stop! I said stop, not kill me. Man, I am not nearly as good with Yukiko as I thought I was. I was all talking about how, oh, well, I've prayed through online, and I'm better with Yukiko as I was with the other ones. Man, not even close.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Okay, stop saving, stop saving.
I wish you good luck.
I really wish it wouldn't save. Especially when... I mean, it's like, I just saved. Nothing has changed. You're loading the save. Doomcough.
Final. Fight!
This is it! Burn! Go for it! Excuse me!
Alright, that was better. Decidedly better. Now, looking at the clock, I'll finish out this episode with the end. I'm definitely not going to have time to go back and check out that other branch. Unfortunately. With my final strike, the shadow stops moving. I won. I've defeated her again.
You did it, Yukiko.
Thanks.
I truly feel horrible that my weakness was what caused this case. I'm sure that everyone will still accept me, though. And this time I know for sure that I'm not just pretending that I overcame my weaknesses. I'll be alright now. Even if I go astray again, I'll be able to stand against it.
Senpai, be careful! Something's not right with the shadow!
We all turn towards Risei-chan, and simultaneously all the lights in the announcement room go off. What happened?
They repeatedly suffered the pain of fighting their friends, but they still didn't lose heart.
The voice echoes in the darkness. An ominous voice that makes me feel like insects are crawling all over my skin. But still, this voice is somehow familiar.
No one can understand you after all. What a shame.
The lights turned back on, and the one standing before me was the fake Teddy? But why? Just a moment ago I was positive my shadow was there.
What are you talking about?
The fake Teddy looks straight at Miss President and is addressing her. The air around him and even his voice are completely different now.
Who are you? I thought you were my shadow.
No, that's not true, Senpai. I couldn't tell until now, but the one this thing's based on is Miss President.
What are you talking about, Risei-chan? What are you talking about? That's impossible. That's what you thought the whole time. I mean, just a moment ago
I
I
thought
was...
something was odd. Yukiko used her persona in the fight. Personas and shadows are one and the same. It's impossible for both to exist at once.
Which Yukiko already had figured out. Yukon is right. How could I have forgotten that? The power of personas can only be obtained by accepting one's shadow. The reason I was able to use my persona is because I'd already faced my shadow, but I was fighting that thing with my persona. It couldn't possibly be my shadow.
You've never seen a shadow take on someone else's appearance. Maybe that's why your conversations with each other got all jumbled up.
Either way, this isn't like last year.
Hey, would you stop treating me like I'm some kind of freak? This wasn't my power originally. It's hers.
Her power? What's that supposed to mean? Miss President cradles her head and denies the shadow's words.
No! I'm not like that! Why so desperate all of a sudden? It's about time you remembered. Stop deluding yourself!
Man, Teddy, you're not only smoking, but your entire form is smoking. And now you're turning into a blob. God, her eyes look so freaky, they're like android shadow eyes.
I am a shadow. The true self. That's my face.
No, the fake Teddy turns toward the form and looks exactly like Miss President. So it's Miss President's shadow? A shadow can change forms is completely unheard of. I still can't believe it despite all the evidence pointing to it.
That's its real appearance. Look at it next to Miss President over there.
I try and compare them as Rise says, but Miss President's extremely uncontrollably trying to hide. Still, the Shadow's face is pretty much identical to what I know of Miss President. Although the Shadow's body's covered with all kinds of metallic parts, like it's some kind of robot. The real Miss President's acting like I was. She shut her eyes tight and is shaking her head.
Even myself? I don't know you! Huh. You're still trying to look away? Then how else do you explain me? The power to scramble other people's senses? Those people there must be aware of it. Ask yourself, why do I have such powers? Because you, the real one, have them too!
The power to scramble other people's senses? I get it now. That's why everyone was not making any sense when we fought.
I see. If I had lost my mind during those matches, I should have realized it. But I never did. Neither did the others. So we didn't really lose our minds. We just seemed that way to the other person. Which means no matter what the other person really said or did, we'd perceive it as being something completely different.
So that was the reason why everyone's attitude and conversations didn't match up after the fight was over. We were both hearing things that neither of us said. But why does the cat Shadow keep saying she has the power to... The power is Miss President's other power? What could she possibly mean?
Is that Miss President's persona ability? Or is it something else?
That's a pretty good guess. But it's wrong. I was born with this ability. More like a weapon, designed for infiltration.
Infiltration? Weapon? That doesn't make any sense at all. What are you talking about?
No! No! I don't want to remember! You don't? Hey, fine with me. Then you can die as you are.
The Shadow brandishes the giant axe in her hand and comes charging at Miss President. Miss President is still trembling and doesn't look like she can move. No! My body moved faster than I could think. I reflexively slide my body between the Shadow and Miss President.
Look out!
Yukiko!
The moment I embrace Miss President to shield her from the Shadow's axe, I hear the ping of metal striking metal.
Senpai! Senpai, hang in there!
Yukon? Yukon stopped the axe with his sword to protect me and Miss President, but the power of the Shadow's attack knocks him away. I'm scared, but I can't back down now. Yukon gives us all to protect us, so now it's my turn. The Shadow glares at me in disgust, as if it sees me refusing to move from Miss President.
Why are you protecting her? You've had your turn already. Get out of my way.
only one I have business with is me over there.
The shadow brandishes the giant axe at us again with pure rage. This shadow's strong, but I can't run away. The moment I was able to summon my persona, the presence behind me moved.
Eliminating shadow.
No way!
Huh? I have absolutely no idea what happened. I hear sounds of mechanical whirling. It's not from the shadow. It comes from Miss
Target
President.
confirmed to be a shadow. 5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon Labrys. Initiating elimination process.
Well, her voice sure as heck changed. I've never really heard her talking before. I thought that was Aigis for a second. What in the world is Miss President? Okay. So that will end this episode. I'll probably do like a compilation video where I do the branching paths for everyone. Because I've only really seen Chie so far. But I could go back through you and Yosuke's just to see if they have them too.
Now then,
That sounds like fun.
You introduce yourself.